might be Islam, might be Nawubianism, might be Egyptology. Those are those women. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. And it's the brothers that's not going to be defiled by the women who stay on that straight gate with the truth that are going to be a part of that 144.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
That's right. Whithersoever follow Yahushua, whithersoever he goeth. So when the time when Yahushua come back on the earth and he come to start putting that work, he gonna beam the elect up, and it come time to do that work, the elect gonna be with him wherever he at for that time. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
These were redeemed from among men.
These were redeemed from among men. These were the elect of the elect, the chosen of the chosen, the 144,000. Right? Go ahead.
Being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb.
That's right. The first fruit, meaning the first creations. You can understand again, the Most High created Yahushua. Yahushua created everything, right? The angels, everything. So we were the first angels that Yahushua created. Okay? Get Jude. I think verse 6. We the first fruits of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. The elect, Lord willing, we be those men. Go ahead.
Jude, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate.
That's right, the angels which kept not their first estate. We are the angels that kept not our first estate, because our first estate is in the celestial realm, in another dimension. We are not in our first estate because we're here. We're on our pilgrimage here. Okay? Go ahead.
But left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness into the judgment of the great day.
Exactly. We have been here in everlasting chains. I mean, we're in a captivity. We're in affliction, even confusion. But by giving us this truth, he's slowly letting us out. But then when he comes to deliver us, that's when we're really going to be let out of this darkness and out of these chains. When that great judgment day comes. Back to Revelation.
And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God.
No deception. We're not here deceiving you. We're out here teaching you this truth. Go ahead.
And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth.
That's right.
And to every nation, and every kindred, and tongue, and people.
Brother, that means everybody, brother. Hold that. Acts 2 and 5. For the record. For the record, on the record, let the record show who these people are.
This is Acts chapter 2, verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews.
Jews, right? Go ahead.
Devout men.
Devout men, right?
Out of every nation under heaven.
Out of every nation under heaven. Speaking go to 10.
Verse 10.
Go to, well, I mean, read Joseph.
Verse 6. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language, and they were all baptized and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue where we were born? It says Parthians and Medes, and Elamites, and dwellers of Mesopotamia.
That means the Parthian, Medes, Edomites, they speak in the Persian tongue. They speak in Arabic. They speak in a Sanskrit or Punjab, which they speak over there in the land of Elam. You know, all that, man. They speak in that, right? I mean, you're gonna have our people that speak in all them languages.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the dwellers in Mesopotamia, and in Judea, and Cappadocia, and in Pontus, and Asia. It says, Phrygia? Phrygia?
Phrygia, I think.
Phrygia, Pamphylia, and in Egypt, and in the parts of Libya, and about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews, and proselytes.
That's right. So our people was all over the place, man, and we're gonna be speaking every language, man.
Hey,
so that's
wait,
what's going.
ain't that a cut on the proselytes?
Jews ain't, because they're Jews.
Jews and proselytes. They were all there. They were all dwelling there, man.
All Jews, really.
Jews, devout men out of every nation.
Dudes who
It
knew
was
they were Jews. And
strangers
Jews
in
that-
Rome.
Yeah.
Actual Jews, and your proselytes.
Well, anybody that think they're strangers.
So yeah,
The
look.
strangers.
See, this is the thing. Your proselytes are those that think they're strangers and have converted.
Those that didn't know they was Israelites.
That didn't know they were
Gentiles.
We were all Gentiles and proselytes,
Right.
but now we're not. But now when we see a new brother, he's a prospect. He will come up. He asks him, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm so far African American. I'm from the tribe of Judah. Okay, well, look, right now he's a proselyte. He's a Gentile because now he's figuring out
He's figuring it out.
who he is. But once he get on this side, he put this garment on. Now he's a Jew.
That's right. I'm just thinking that right now in my hand. Like it's almost like you grow out of that proselyte stage. Man.
Yeah, you ain't always a
proselyte is
proselyte.
almost like proselyte prospect, man. It goes back to the same word.
Yeah,
The
pro
pros.
meaning before.
Before I knew about this truth, man. I was
I was an
I
African American.
I was a Gentile, I was a stranger. I was strange to the covenants, and then I came into this thing.
And then, but when you go see some people, well, he was writing to the Romans, he was writing to the Corinthians, he was just writing to these people who were in this place.
Amongst these people, yeah.
We the San Diegans. We still the Jews, but we the San Diegans right now, because we the Church of San Diego.
Right.
You got another church, LA, another church, San Francisco, New York church, Houston church, Miami church. All these churches, the Miamians, the Houstonians,
Hey,
all that.
God. People got shit confused. It's like y'all don't take Israel for a people. Y'all know that Israel's a people, but y'all don't know that the Israelites were being written to in Rome.
Right.
But the Romans are peoples.
Yeah.
Like,
Make no kind of sense.
Yeah.
you see how it makes no sense. Like,
I understand what you're saying. They don't want to make Israel a people.
Everybody else
They
can be a
wanna make-
people, but Israel just can't.
Israel
be.
just can't be a people. I was arguing with it's crazy. I was arguing with my auntie the other day about Haile
A woman?
Selassie. You feel me? She's like, she had the nerve to say that the Ethiopians are one of the chosen tribes. I
Because
said,
of Haile
where-
Selassie.
I said, where did you come up with that concept? Well, Haile Selassie
And
But
who
then
the
she
fuck-
has the nerve to
and who
say-
the fuck is Haile
said.
Selassie?
Who the fuck is this guy? He thinks he's the son of the Most High.
Man, that's
Who
crazy.
is Rastafari?
That's crazy, man. Because when people say shit like that, it's like, well, if this dude is saying this, I'm saying like this dude's a man. I'm a man. He said it, so I'm saying this. No, you believe me.
And
Like,
they
what
can't,
fucking
and then,
gives you
and then
no
they get
credibility?
mad. And then when they get mad, Salak,
He's dead.
Yeah.
they get mad because you saying something to them about it. Like, you're not supposed to push your religion or anything on, you feel me, on anybody else, but if you're saying something wrong, I'm gonna say something. You feel me?
I understand it, but I'm saying like this, like this guy's dead. Wait, who the fuck gave this dude credibility? So if I'm going around saying I'm Jesus wasn't Jesus, I'm him. That means I'm right? Just out of nowhere? That's what a lot of these dudes out here that have done, in the past, and people just take that and say, fuck, you know what?
He's right.
He's right. He is Jesus. We gotta listen to this guy.
You gotta listen. And there's a lot of Benjamites fall into that.
Right.
I mean, this guy has traditional values, traditional ways that go back to Sheba, you feel me, King Solomon, I believe. Just because you have traditional, you feel me, ways about yourself does not take you back to that.
And it's not even Solomon. It's not even Solomon.
It's not even Solomon. It's going through Sheba.
It's Sheba. And there's no record in the scriptures of Sheba and Solomon having any children. So that's an endless genealogy which the scriptures speak about, and just utter bullshit, when it boils down to
Which
it.
is what the
And
scriptures
they-
say, stay away from.
Yeah.
And then you're an Ethiopian that wants to be the king of Judah. Like,
That's the thing, man. You want to be a Judite, man.
you want to be a Judite.
You ain't even claim Salak, brother. You ain't even claiming yourself to be a stranger.
And he just saying,
You
I
just
am
saying,
a Judite.
Yeah, and all of my people are Judites because of Sheba.
Because of a couple. Come on, man. And here's the thing. Every tribe, especially when you deal with the Southern Kingdom, got their own little thing that they're just all sold to. Judah got Islam. Benjamin got Rastafari. Levi got Voodoo. They all got their mainstream shit that the mainstream church that they go to, whether it be the Baptist church. I think the brother was telling me that really the most prominent church amongst Judah is the Protestant church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I would have said Baptist or Presbyterian.
I was just listening to Bill Cosby the other day. He said he was a Protestant.
See, Protestant. He talking about. It says something like 73% of Judah is Protestant, which makes sense because the majority, the people who had Judah in slavery was English, and the Protestant church is prevalent in England, which was the first church to branch off from the Catholic Church.
Because he looked like.
But anyway, but they got their mainstream shit. Then some of them they go off into Islam and they ride or die Islam. You got Benjamin, they into their mainstream churches, and some of them ride or die Rastafari. You got Levi, some of them mainstream Catholic. Then they go to ride or die Voodoo. You see what I'm saying? So.
That's Sicarii. Y'all got the Kundalini.
Yeah, well, not the Kundalini. That's not Issachar shit. That's the rat shit. That's Jewish.
Hey, that's what your boy.
I even saw they putting that on him. You feel me?
Nah, I mean that was only him. You won't see a Mexican really into that shit like that.
Y'all hear TD Jakes pushing that shit?
For real?
Yeah, that yoga and shit, man.
Yep.
That shit. See, but all these things, what they all get ready to do is merge. Your TD Jakes, your Creflo, because look, Farrakhan merging with Ron L. You got TD Jakes pushing that yoga. It's all because all this coexists. This mentality, this different paths to God mentality, this New Age mentality goes back to East India. It goes back to your Hindu tradition. That's what it all goes back to. So that's that New Age philosophy they put. You need you to do yoga because it's some in spirits. Pilates is some in spirits. You see what I'm saying? Up in you to possess you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all it's about. And it all goes back to the East Indian New Age tradition. That's why that whole New Age thing is all based off of East Indian ideology. And then meanwhile, back to my little sister, the whole time I'm having this conversation with her, the bitch got a Buddha shirt. You see what I'm saying?
Probably don't know shit about Buddha.
Don't know a goddamn thing about Buddha, but it just goes to show you're talking this shit and you got that shirt on. Again, the symbols, but that shows what vibration you under that shirt. That shows right because that all goes back to because Hindu, when you take a look at Hindu is a broad term placed on many different religions.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have all type of shit that some of them go worship the elephant. Some of them go worship a blue guy. All kind of shit. But it's all
Rats.
Hinduism because we all is worshiping different. They all say it's one God. They say it's not multiple gods. It's one God in different forms. You understand what I'm saying? So they all into worshiping it, and that's the custom and the philosophy that the elites have adopted for America. And that's why you see everybody you got a Jew and a Muslim, they're best friends. Jew and a Catholic, best friends. Black guy, white guy, best friends. That's bull. That shouldn't happen. That should never happen.
Should never be the case.
You know? But
Muslim and a rabbi are walking to a bar.
What?
Yeah, you know?
What the? Why do they walk into a bar?
Right.
Please explain to me why they walked into a bar. What are they doing together?
In a bar. of
Why
all
are they hanging out at the
places.
same place? Them motherfuckers should be on two opposite sides of town from each other, man.
Right.
I did not just say we was in the car. I wish segregation was still just kind of.
And they was talking about that on that documentary we was watching. The Moore documentary me and his brother was watching. How segregation, and the elders even told us segregation was a great thing.
It was.
Segregation was a
It
real great
was.
thing.
But guess what? What did he say? He said I can join you in. He said something like I can join you into the business and I can make money off of you that way, rather than subjecting you to just picking my cotton and me having to go and do the work and sell it from there. No, I'm gonna implement you into the society and into the to the grind of building up the society. And guess what? You're gonna be making money for me. I don't have to work and shit.
And then on top of that, they're like, well, shit. Our people doing shit too, so fuck them too. So they threw their people in the mix.
That's where they stopped all black businesses from thriving.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
black businesses thrive before
right.
before integration.
That's right.
And
Before
since then, our
integration.
basket been cursed. And then, peep this though. Because look, I was thinking, why is there so many Judites with Irish last names, right? Because it doesn't make sense because Irish ain't own no slaves. So it don't make sense. But what it is
we was ruling.
well, not even that. What it is you had a lot of Jakes, Judah, that was orphaned at the end of slavery.
Okay.
And they got raised by Irish Catholic nuns in convents. So they got their last name. You see what I'm saying? That's yeah, they was orphaned, so they gonna just take the name of whatever Sister McGrady.
Yeah.
Your sister, what's another nigga with an Irish ass? Your sister O'Neal.
All
You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're all that. Now you got your Shaquille O'Neal. You got your Tracy McGrady. You see what I'm saying? When you go back, they foreparents was raised by nuns. You see what I'm saying?
And what gives you women right to just give somebody like that's just still women worshiping, man?
What I mean, it was that because they weren't gonna have no last
Nah,
name.
I
anyway,
get what you're saying, but even so, then it's just women being empowered to think that they can do what the fuck they want to do. You feel me? Like they can take a group of Israelite children and just name them, like give them their last name, like.
The American government will still name your kid, man. Just like the
Still
Edomite when that black woman down there in Tennessee named her son Messiah, and the judge ruled that she couldn't name her son Messiah.
No, but they let her pass though.
They did?
Yeah, they let her have it.
They ain't them letting her have it.
Yep, they
See,
did.
but for Esau to even think that I could tell you can't name your
Yeah,
kid something.
that's what they were trying to do.
I'm not gonna tell Esau what he can name his kid.
I bet you it was hella Jesuses in fucking Tennessee too. Hella Jesuses. Fuck out of here.
Hey man, but that's just how you know that the so-called white man still got that Herod spirit on him, man. They ain't gonna just any piece of the Messiah or you feel me,
They tryna-
someone coming back for us, you feel me, just
Get rid of that.
just that split right there. They gonna take that shit from us, man.
They want to get
They
rid
gonna
of
try
that
to
shit.
chop that head off.
Yeah, that's right. They want to kill the head, kill the body.
Kill the head. Exactly. That's exactly how you do it.
The body of father.
You know, and that's really what they try to do. Like his brother said, that's a beautiful point. That's what Esau trying to do. You see what I'm saying? But that's why a lot of you got a lot of jig running around with Irish last names. But the state will still name your kids. Because I knew this. I knew these gooks, these Vietnamese niggas, and I think when they came into the country, they had to get American names, or something. So they had to get American names, and the government just named their ass. Named their ass Tom and Don. They're gonna give you the corniest name they could give you, whatever the simplest name. You're Tom, you're Don. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have your. There's a lot of Vietnamese when they come over from Vietnam, they got to get their name changed. You know, or they might not necessarily have to get their name changed, but a lot of them want to get their name changed so they're more acceptable in American society.
Stick out.
Because you have one of them names, everything about their language is different. You know what I'm saying? So when you look just like Frank, you know, I got a landlord, this Japanese nigga named Frank, right? He said his name was Frank, but that wasn't his name. But you call him Frank.
Right.
But when I go to court with this motherfucker, it's some shit I can't even, some Chinese shit I can't even pronounce. Zai-Zhu.
Zai-Zhu Pen.
Link Xiao Yu.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Shall you?
So they had these fake ass American names, but some of them will go legally get their American name.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, like you said, it's Esau, man. Naming.
Yeah,
Esau's
exactly.
always gonna put his mark on it. I always knew that too. Like them, you go to school with them
Laos.
with the Laos.
Yeah, the Laos, yeah. I went to school with some Laos.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah, that's the
New Ends,
Vietnamese.
the Vietnamese and shit. They always had their regular name,
They always have like a
but then
corny ass American
Yeah,
name.
Like
too,
Charlene.
or like Tony. I ain't never had no fucking Vietnamese Charlene.
Yeah.
I went to school with
Now I'm talking about like a Tony.
Yeah,
or like
Tom.
or like a Melissa.
Yeah, like-
you know. Yeah, but they'll you get cool with them and shit. They'll tell you like you know this not even my real name. Like literally when I was in elementary school, I had a boy named Tony and Melissa, and he had a weird name. You feel me? They didn't have a regular name, but he was like, yeah, in America it means Tony. That's what they tell you. It means Tony.
I want to know how they even come to figuring that out.
It just means Tony.
They trying to transliterate shit.
Like Tony got a meaning to the name Tony.
Huh.
The fuck?
Hey, but
Pull
look.
anything out of that.
Hey, but look.
It's just short for Anthony.
Peep this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But peep this. So I heard a brother was talking about, you know, get on the name real quick. brother was talking about, you know, a pronoun stays the same and no matter what language it goes, the pronouns stay the same, right? And I'm in the movies on Friday, and these Israelites, they're talking in Spanish, and they're talking, you see, Kim Kardashian. You see what I'm saying? Showing you, every time when you're dealing with a name, it gotta stay the same. And it showed that in the legal when I went to the legal proceeding with my landlord. Because I know him as Frank. I don't know him as that bullshit on that paper. But when it comes to some real shit, I gotta address him as Mr. Zhu.
Yada, right.
You know?
I remember I said that before when we were going into the name, talking about what's your boy, Nate, on the name. Back when when I first got on on this side, it's like when you speaking that name, like the brother just said, ping, pang, the tang, the pang, the pang, pang. All those are about lawyers.
Yeah.
Yin yang yang ling ling ling. The God I don't want. So how did it just become? That's another thing we should have brought out with when we had that debate, because it's like, or in the debate, it's like the name always stays the same. You can't tell me that my name is translated to yada yada.
Transliterate my shit.
Yeah, into this language. No, because it's not just automatic like that. You know what I mean? You gotta, like you said, transliterate it. You gotta transliterate it. That means you gotta take a word that kind of means the same thing about what this name means, and then that's your name. You know what I mean? Like say my name means stone in English, but it means they got a word for rock. You know what I mean? And what's that? That's not